Tell me what's going on.
I don't know. I just got off of work and I was able to pull out to work just fine. It started just fine. And then when I got off of work, now it won't start. It won't turn over. Not engaging the clutch that is in there. When I press on the brake, it's super hard to press on it. And that's never happened before.
Does it click when you try to start it?
No, it doesn't do nothing.
But the lights come on inside and outside of the vehicle?
Yep.
All right. And do you know how old the battery is?
It was supposedly brand new when they put it in, and that was 3 months ago.
All right. So it doesn't sound like it's a battery issue. And I assume we
Well,
have
I
not...
don't know. So there was one other thing when I had my amp and my speaker box connected. After I had to get a new amp, I freaking connected it, and then my car wouldn't stay started. So
How come?
I disconnect all that from the battery.
And so your question to me is what could be causing this, is that correct?
Yes, please. Help me fix it.
So it's based on what you're telling me, it sounds like we've got a bad starter.
And it's funny, so I work for AutoZone, and I did that battery alternator and starter test when it was running, and everything passed.
And how about now? Does it pass the test now?
I can't even attempt to chat. I guess I can still test the battery, but I want to be able to do the starter test or the alternator test.
Correct, right. That's my point. We can't check it because it's not actually cranking. So, well, I take that back. We can check it, but the traditional starting circuit test from AutoZone, it's not going to work because the starter's not activating. So what I would recommend instead is to check battery voltage down at the starter. Matter of fact, that would be the correct way to do this in this situation. So you'd have to access the wiring that goes to the starter and just check for battery voltage on the two wires that go to the starter. There's a big one and there's going to be a small one. And the big wire is going to always have battery voltage at all times. Key on, key off, key in the crank position, it should have 12 volts. And then the small wire should only have battery voltage when the key's in the start position. Is this automatic or manual transmission? It's manual, so you should have a clutch start switch on the clutch pedal assembly.
So what am I checking right now?
Well, here's the thing.
I'm a driver.
No problem. So I want you to listen really carefully. I don't want you to check it while we're on the phone. I want us to have a good quality conversation about your vehicle and about the problem so you understand what to do. And when I'm going to give you a couple of instructions and I'm going to let you go. And I want you to work on your vehicle and apply the information that you've learned in this conversation to your vehicle. And then you can reply back at a later time once you've run these tests. So once we're off the phone, you're going to go down to the starter and you're going to find the two wires. And you're going to measure battery voltage on both of those wires when an assistant sits in the driver's seat, puts the ignition in the crank position with the clutch pedal all the way down to the floor. Both wires at the starter need to have battery voltage, the big one and the small one. If you find out the small one doesn't have battery voltage, you're going to want to check the fuses, although you probably should check the fuses first. And then we may need to go after that clutch position switch or clutch start switch on the clutch pedal assembly. That's also suspect. So let's just check the fuses and let's check for power down at the starter. And I want you to reply back as soon as you have those results and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, good luck. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.